Hi, I'm Alicia Martinez. And as you watch this, you're probably stressed out over interest rates, inflation, a potential recession affecting your financial security, or you want to make sure that your money is growing to achieve your financial goals, or you want the assurance that once you retire, that you're going to be able to live the lifestyle that you've worked so hard for. So what if I told you that I could show you how to get your money to generate income so that in the future, all your living expenses are paid for the rest of your life, and you work because you want to now, not because you need to? Will that be life-changing? Well, let me show you the process. But before I do so, it's important that I help you understand why it's important to follow a process. And to put it simply, Amelia Earhart didn't just get into the airplane and fly across the Atlantic, right? No, she had to follow a process with that airplane. Just like pilots have to follow a process to get you from point A to point B. Do you agree? Well, same goes here. I hope I made my point. That wasn't so difficult, right? So the process is building wealth with facts. And so before a pilot is able to fly an airplane, the pilot needs to understand the fundamentals of flying. If he doesn't know how an airplane works and all the specifics of takeoff, landing, navigating an airplane, there's no way that he's going to be able to fly the airplane successfully. And so the first step is to establish a solid foundation. We need to make sure that you know the basics on how money works and understand wealth and how to create it and have the right mindset, and don't, have those thoughts where you tend to sabotage your success and so forth. So once we establish a solid foundation, then we can move on to the next step. And this is where we start accumulating money to grow your savings. And we don't only do that, we need to make sure that we have you in the right account. So we're going to discuss the different accounts that there are available and which one is the best account for you. So once we've done this, then we can move on to the next step. And so compounding. Compounding is so powerful, and it's important to know this, as well as the different strategies there are to investing and how to get the highest returns. So after this, we're moving on to targeting. So we want to make sure that we know what your goal is, essentially, right? How much is your living expenses in the future going to be? We're going to calculate everything, get clarity, and also make sure that we have different strategies in place to make sure that you're saving enough to get you there. So once we've gone through all these processes, then we can move on to the next and last step, which is securing. And this is securing your future income to pay for the lifestyle that you desire. This is where we put everything together to get you on track to your financial freedom, your financial security. And so I am wondering now what this looks like for you. I'd love to know. Take the next step and click the button below, schedule an appointment with me so we can move on to further discuss this together.